My name's Randy Sharp, and this is Foundation Imaging. We do content for both television and film, primarily in the field of animation. Currently, we have a team that is working on Star Trek Voyager. We're also doing Max Steel, which is a children's 3D animated show. That's really nice lighting on that. I like that a lot. First memory I have of ACDC is kind of funny. When I was in 8th grade, I spent the night at a friend's house. He put on Highway to Hell, and we took turns just sitting on his couch with the headphones on. And he had it cranked up way past 10. And I can remember to this day just sitting back with his headphones on and just listening to it. And it's like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Well, I thought he would probably get over it after a while as we got older, but for 13 years, if he stayed strong, he wasn't gonna give it up.
In my teenage years, I would go out and whenever they were in a magazine, I'd get the magazine and clip it out and paste it on my wall. You know, my walls were just plastered with ACDC stuff. A kid down the street, when I got older, I was just out of high school, who came up to me one day, and they had redone the curbs at our house with cement. And of course, I had put ACDC in the curb when it was still wet. And he came up and he said, "Oh, did you do that?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Man, I really love ACDC." So I said, "Well, why don't I give you my stuff and plaster your walls, piss your parents off for a while." I always had in the back of my mind that I've always wanted to do a ACDC-related animation. Okay, motion capture, what you do is you have actors or actresses that typically put on like a spandex type of suit, and they have reflective markers that look like small ping pong balls on various points of their bodies. We have 16 cameras that project light and then detect from the red light where the markers are in 3D space, basically. So what you can do is capture the movement of a person walking around, acting. That's why we call them actors and actresses, because they really are acting. And we can take that movement from them and apply it to our characters. So like with the Angus character, we had to get somebody to get out there to do an Angus imitation. First time we did mocap, I brought in my guitar and we didn't have any markers on it. It was just my hands. We noticed that my hands were going through the neck and all sorts of stuff. It was not easy to do. So we had to go do it a second time with a mock-up guitar because the regular finish on the guitar will reflect the light and cause noise. So this is mocap, or that's short for motion capture, and this is where they take the data captured from the motion capture stage and they filter it. They took in the existing character that I had built with a standing guitar so they could make sure that the hands were locked in place. The picking hand is locked to the body of the guitar. The fretboard hand up here is locked to the fretboard. So wherever those two move, those hands will follow. After that, start doing the lighting of the set because the lighting will affect both the texture of the body and the suit he's wearing, because he wears like a crushed velvet suit. So you have to work with both lighting and the textures. The last thing we do is hair, because the hair, the way it's generated is that it's all based on his body movement. So you have to make sure all animation is done prior to that. Otherwise, you have to pre-calculate all of the dynamics for the hair. So here we are, roughly 200 hours later, and this is what I hope to show the band.
I've had the odd person that might try and track you down somewhere. You would come there and find them camping or something. It's all right, talk to them, and then I tell them I live there, and I like my privacy, and they usually leave me alone. I think if you go and make a fuss about it, then you invite. And as long as they can see that it's real, it's normal, it's just the same as themselves, then I think they're usually okay. You might get the odd one that might want to sort of, you know, I want to see, you know, where you live, what you do, you know. You know. So, you know, you can give a little guided tour and then show them that it's just so ordinary, and then they're fine.
Hi, my name's Jay Corey, and I live in Cunningham, Pennsylvania. I'm an avid ACDC collector. As you can see, I have many items to show. This one here is extremely rare. I've only ever seen it once. Extremely rare. Another Australian box set. This is extremely rare. It was a real fluke. It's numbered. Extremely rare. And this is really rare too. The Australian cassette tapes. Australian CDs, German box set, an Australian box set. And I think they wanted over $100 for it. It's Australian, TNT's Australian, Dirty Deeds Australian, Highway to Hell Australian, and then this high voltage is European. That's an extremely rare LP. I've only seen it ever once, and I bought it.
Over the years, everything accumulated so fast, it's hard to keep track.
And big poster here, Ball Breaker album. Huge poster. A couple other posters I've gotten mostly through Concert Express. Down here on this wall we have 12-inch bootlegs, some tour programs, some biography books, and over here on this wall we have some 12-inch singles and a few framed posters in this room.
Yeah, I'd say he's got thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of ACDC stuff in the house, and I just couldn't imagine myself spending that kind of money, you know, on memorabilia for a rock band. It's amazing.
And in this room we have my t-shirt collection. I have roughly 40 t-shirts. So I guess you could say I have one for every day of the month.
I think it's very healthy, you know. Somebody's always got to have something to believe in, you know, whether it's religious or whatnot.
They don't really have any songs that make you feel depressed. They're not a depressing band. They're a good time band, you know, that makes you feel good. Other bands you listen to, they have, you know, some depressing songs on their CDs. You know, you listen to the good songs that make you feel good, then you have a depressing song right after that, and it ruins your mood. AC/DC, you listen to the whole CD. When you're done listening to it, you feel good.
Well, his family thought that he should stop, you know, reduce the amount of money, the expenditures that he did have on the AC/DC stuff, but he would spend it regardless because it was what he enjoyed.
It's a Letterman jacket with leather sleeves. I did wear this jacket to the Philadelphia concert in 1996, but it was a little warm inside and I had a fever at the time and I had to take it off. There's a little embroidered devil on the breast right there.
I think if that kid had a choice where, all right, say you were given a grand prize, $50,000 or half an hour with the band, he'd take half an hour with the band. In a heartbeat. Absolutely.
I have two of this LP, and I actually have two of all my LPs just in case something were to happen to one of the other LPs, so I have a backup. This is a custom-made Angus suit. I looked all over for one of these, couldn't find it anywhere, so I had it custom-made by a tailor. I wanted something that I could stand out from everyone else if I were front row, which I am. I have front row tickets in Wilkes-Barre. I wanted something that would stand out from the people that were next to me. Something that would get me noticed by the band, or, you know, it's a long shot, maybe I could get backstage, you know, you never know. And that's what I'm hoping for. I don't see myself listening to other bands or changing a lot in the future, but I will probably listen to AC/DC every day for the rest of my life. We're going to Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. Front row seats, baby. My brother, he seems to be going through the same phase or whatnot that I went through, but he listens to a different type of music. He collects Reba McEntire memorabilia, and he's into country music. And he plasters his walls and whatnot with different Reba McEntire stuff. At one time when I was younger, my parents They wanted me to see a psychiatrist because I had obsessive behavior. But I think I turned out pretty good.
Sure, a girl once bit into my neck like a vampire and picked me up. And she's a tall girl, picked me up with her teeth and was hanging on her neck, and everyone had to pull her off, you know? And I still to this day never knew why, you know? She just said, I just wanted to bite him.
I was like around 14 years old. I hadn't started playing guitar yet. Back in Black came out, and that was the and then I went backwards, and it was Highway to Hell, and it was Power Rage and all that.
Yeah, Power Rage. And
Power Rage.
Is it Power Rage?
I call it Power Rage.
It is Power Rage, isn't it?
No, it's Power Rage.
God, Jesus loves ACDC. Angus?
But they gotta get on the highway to heaven.
Oh.
Party, dude. Rock on, right?
I was married October 31st, 1998 in that outfit.
Oh. I've seen him 11 times. First time I seen him was in '79. Kick ass. I mean, they just keep me going and going and going. And oh man, it's just a lifelong dream to me to see ACDC going on and on and on and on.
I broke my neck and I'm still here.
I came from Switzerland to Cleveland to see ACDC.
We're from Sweden, and it's our favorite band since over 15 years ago. So we couldn't wait for the European tour. So we had to go to the USA to see the first 5 concerts of the tour.
His whole physical therapy program is built around ACDC music.
First concert, she'll be 10 in about 3 months.
Parents will bring their kids to this show because it's an honest show.
Love ACDC. This is my first time seeing ACDC.
We love them. Never lost their style, always stayed the same. We just love the music that they play. A lot of young kids don't appreciate this music, but, you know, we do. We live it, we listen to it every day, and damn it, we're just happy to be here.
Are you ready? Yeah. It's been a very nice thing in our lives.